And welcome to Flamecast. I am Todd Platz. And
this is Travis Buckmeyer.
Yeah, we've got the three of us again. Todd, Travis, and Matt.
Yay!
Todd, Matt, and Travis. Or Travis, Todd, and Matt. Or whichever way you want. So this is kind of like the Thanksgiving edition, I guess, because it was like just Thanksgiving this weekend.
But if we go by the retelling method, isn't this now the Christmas edition?
That's true. Then I wouldn't have any topic for next month. I don't know. So anyways...
You're not going to have... Wait a minute. Stop. You're not going to have a topic for December.
That's just sad.
There's absolutely nothing happening in the realm of, science fiction in December.
Well, yeah.
I'm a little disappointed by this.
But who would be crazy enough to launch a movie in December? I mean, geez.
Yeah.
It's tacky.
Yeah. Well, okay, speaking of movies, let's just go to the movie news.
The obvious one.
Yeah, movie news. Well, first of all, Travis knows about this, but Matt doesn't because he's not on Facebook.
Oh my God!
I refuse to sell my soul for a pittance.
But you can catch up on a lot of news this way. I mean, you don't have to interact with anyone. I mean, you could be like Corey. You have
it's just
Facebook.
Called social media. It isn't about being social. If anyone knows that, Todd.
Like I said, though, we look at Corey. Corey is not a sociable person, yet he has a Facebook account. So when stuff goes down and the news comes on, Facebook posts, he gets all that stuff. So you can receive, you just don't have to give. That's what she said. So anyways,
they're still looking.
Anyways, I entered a contest on Facebook for our local movie theater, and I ended up winning.
Whoa!
Yay!
And I get free movies for 6 months.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
So how many times can someone physically see episode 7 in 6 months?
Exactly, man. I'm gonna go every day after work until it's out of the theater.
I'm sorry, sir. This is Todd's seats. He'll be here.
Did you read the fine print for any type of restrictions on this?
Oh yeah, it's any second run film.
Well,
yeah, it's not like the no passes, no whatever.
Yeah, that's the bummer. It's like when movies first come out, it's like no pass. It's like I gotta wait for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I can go all I want.
So we're all gonna see it for 2 or 3 weeks before you get it. You're gonna go in.
Oh no, I'm still going opening weekend, man. Yeah, I had planned on going both Friday and Saturday. Saturday being the large group one, because we're going to a different theater that has recliners and such, and pay $5 more per seat. But
well, that's what you do when you're an old person. You can't just stay up for the midnight show.
Hey, wait a second.
Squeeze in.
Old person.
Okay, either Matt's funny or Matt's mad that he doesn't have reclining seats in his theater.
I like my theater very much.
Well, yeah, Corey wants to go on Friday, and he's talking about going earliest possible show. So I'm like, I can't let him go before me, so I'm going to have to take off work and go with him.
If you really didn't care about the theater you were in, you'd go see it Wednesday.
Wednesday.
All flights on Air France to Paris show The Force Awakens starting Wednesday, 2 days early.
That is correct.
Okay, so I'll buy a round trip ticket and watch them. I don't want to get off at the airport. Just leave me on the plane, and I guess that's one way of doing it.
One way of doing it.
Well. Yeah, according to my sources, we have 19 days, 4 hours, 33 minutes, and 10 seconds until Star Wars The Force Awakens.
So Todd, you're saying that your theater is only showing it starting on that Friday the 18th?
Oh, I'm sure there's midnight showings and stuff, but
So, since I'm going to a 9 p.m. Thursday the 17th showing,
Ooh.
would you like me to
really?
call you afterwards and let you know how it is? Because I can do that for you.
I cannot believe Luke did that. Oh my God.
yeah, I think not.
How about has anyone put in $10 for the second Omaze contest?
I'm doing that after we're done here.
Crap, you're jumping ahead in my stuff here.
Well, that's what happens when we didn't have the itinerary.
We're keeping it on
Well,
time.
it's still good conversation, but yeah, the that Star Wars charity continues, and I saw that video with Harrison Ford. It was kind of surprising because you could actually hear Harrison Ford like enunciate and such.
Well, not only that, but he was actually interacting with the fans, which he doesn't normally like to do that, and the fact that he's been out there promoting this and doing all these things is kind of amazing.
Yeah. Did you see him on which one
Jimmy
was
Kimmel.
it? Yeah, Kimmel, where he makes up with Chewie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chewie
yeah.
Chewie is
Kimmel
going to
had
launch
a lot
himself from the
stuff. I
top of
didn't
the
know he was
building.
that much of a fanboy. Holy cow.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good. Yeah, then I had seen that that story that you had shared on Facebook earlier about the R2KT.
Yes.
We'll post a link on that, but this was Elvin Johnson. He revealed that R2KT, this is a pink R2 unit donated to Johnson for his daughter, who was ill at the time. She didn't make it, but yeah, the droid is actually going to be in The Force Awakens, and it didn't get cut, so they're pretty
That is
happy about
correct.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll never be in another movie now. Spoil the secret.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm pretty sure they were allowed to put that out there.
Yeah,
Just based on the NDAs that I'm familiar with those guys, they didn't do anything that they weren't allowed to speak on, because there's enough other little things going on. Say that it was, where it was, what it was doing, other than the droid would actually be in the movie and had made the final cut.
Right. That's not giving away really anything. So. That's all right. Yeah, I thought that was a neat little article there.
Well, it just goes to show you that the folks, running things, at Lucasfilm for Disney are, they're taking a lot into account. And they're trying to outreach and do some stuff, which is kind of refreshing and nice.
Well, we'll have a link to that article. I'll have a link to the Harrison Ford charity thing. And no, I did not donate yet. So just blame me all you want.
It's got to close soon, because then you got to make your reservations.
It closed on the 4th.
Okay, so we got time. And actually, by the time we get this posted, there's still should be time for people to do that. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, I did make it to a couple movies within the last month. One of them being Spectre. I don't know if either of you guys had seen that yet or not.
No, I haven't seen. I haven't seen Spectre. I haven't seen A Good Dinosaur either.
Nope, I have not been to a movie in a while.
Ah,
It's very sad.
I can't believe he
this will be
dies.
the shortest
Jeez, I guess
episode
I shouldn't have said. No.
Now we really officially have used December's topic.
Well, Spectre is just starting out right away. I'll rate it 4 out of 5 stars. Good movie. It had some of that throwback feel to it, kind of like your old style James Bond movies, but I mean a little bit of that, but yet you still had the feel of the recent ones like Skyfall and such. I don't know. Looking at reviews online, people just piss me off. Because it's like, you're never going to get, everyone agreeing on a topic. Like, people either say, yeah, it was pretty good, or they loved it. And then there's, like, the 70% vocal group that, oh, this sucked, and it's like...
Well, you best hold
me a
on to your
reason.
shorts because there's a movie coming in December that's going to see a lot of that.
I know.
Very passionate and yet somewhat eccentric people are going to have an opinion, and it may or may not make sense.
Yeah. I made a comment on someone else's post online about it was Stephen Moffat from executive producer of Doctor Who, and everyone's always complaining about
Resurrector of Doctor Who. Single-handed resurrector.
Well, before him, you had Russell T Davies. So.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, it was the same with him. It's like he resurrected it, yet people every now and then would be like, "Oh, he's got to go. He's got to go. He sucks." And I mean, they're doing the same thing with him, and they got to replace him. And it's like, okay, the next person. Yeah, the next person that comes in, it's going to be the same thing. It's like, I mean,
Todd,
he's doing a good job.
It doesn't matter what it is.
I know.
So tell us how you really feel, Todd.
Yeah, I think I just did. Well, yeah, so you guys didn't see Spectre, but I would recommend going to see that one. It's pretty good.
Oh, I want to see it. The baby is not deemed that we can... get to it yet.
Oh gosh!
Don't you have like a dog or a cat? Then watch the kid for a little while.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to teach him to get on his own, but he's really not that good with the remote control yet.
Well, shoot.
Well, besides that one, anyways, I guess I won't talk about it too much. The other one was the Peanuts movie. I think I went to that the same weekend. Because it came out the same weekend.
Oh, that seems scarily cheesy. I decided not to go to that for the same reason I decided not to see the Garfield movies.
Because they're not Pixar?
Hey, be nice, man. He has standards.
All right, I'll tell you guys. You can start any multiplayer game to play together. You can absolutely play with your friends in Battlefield. In Battlefront.
Wait. You said Battlefield. So.
No, Battlefront. I told you it's DICE. I think Battlefield. I like Battlefield a lot, actually. I like it better than Call of Duty, but it's the same feel. But yes, you can play with the people you want to play with.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Okay.
Anyways, Peanuts movie.
So the only way Todd's going to get Battlefront is if we chip in and get it for him for Christmas.
Yeah.
So you won't buy it. Would you accept it so you can get your butt into the game? We all
You know he would. You know he'd take it. If you got it for him, he'd take it.
All right, someone. If you're a good kid, it might be in your stacking.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Okay, so Peanuts movie.
All right. Oh my gosh!
Are you really focused on this Peanuts movie?
I'm still on this topic.
No.
You're going to make this happen, aren't you?
I am.
I'm just going to hold my breath. I'm going to hold my nose while we go through
No,
this.
hey, let's go ahead. Maybe it was marvelous. Maybe it was the best show he's ever seen.
There must be some kind of plot twist to bringing this up. So okay.
Charlie Brown dies.
He finally kicks that football.
Actually, no, he didn't. But
Of course not. He hasn't kicked it for 50 years. He's not going to kick it now.
Well, now he's like old and decrepit, so he can't really swing up.
Oh, you can relate to this. All right, cool. That's good.
Jeez. Yeah. For people that really appreciate the TV specials, this would be a good movie for them. I actually gave it 3 out of 5 stars.
Even Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown?
Now that was a movie, man. One of the comments I wanted to make was the movie kind of. Oh, Windows started. Someone's computer. The originality of the movie was, well, I could say it wasn't too original because they reused a lot of the jokes and such from the TV specials. Like Snoopy licking Lucy in the face and get me iodine and all this shit. So, although she didn't say that, but
Maybe that would have improved it if she would have got out.
I'd be sitting there, holy shit!
Damn dog.
But well, that'd be my reaction. But yeah, I think if because it did make quite a bit of money. If they end up doing a sequel, they should go for some more original type of plot because it just seemed too familiar from what you've seen already, and reused jokes.
So, were you looking for like more of a modern app, kind of like what South Park does? So, you want like a Peanut South Park? Is that what you want?
That'd be scary.
Just saying.
They killed Pigpen, you bastard! It's funny because I've never heard anyone say it, but the way you make it sound like this is really the Peanuts reboot. This origin story, it's all the stuff you know, and then the team's together. Now they can go fight Doctor Doom.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, in a way, yeah, I guess you could say that, but yeah, it just left me a little disappointed. But the animation was pretty good for trying to capture what they looked like and such. It was always kind of weird when you saw like Charlie Brown's head and then his eyebrows are like going above his head and such like that. That's
So
like,
the Peanuts
I mean, you
movie-
kind of see that in the comic strips, but seeing it like in a movie, it's like even Rachel commented, "What's his eyebrows doing like way up there?"
That was the
What?
new kid. You're on eyebrows, kid. Make us proud. So Box Office Mojo says it has made $111 million domestically and $9 million in foreign theaters.
Wow.
So, which foreign country showed it? Canada?
I don't know. We can see. And the production budget was $99 million, so they are approximately a little over 50% to even. China was $3 million. Bulgaria was $17,000. Czech Republic was $6,600. Greece is $137,000. Go Greece. Italy $1 million.
Oh.
Serbia and Montenegro $29,000. Slovakia $35,000. And Turkey $182,000.
Wow.
Well, it's still out there, so might get some more yet. Well, kind of switching movies here. This is not a movie that came out just recently, although it did on Blu-ray. I went and got The Hobbit: Battle of the Five Armies Extended Edition. So
You
Yesterday.
paid money for that.
hey, yesterday I had a Hobbit marathon where I watched all three movies after I did my shopping. But
And so did you agree with Peter Jackson that you're done with it now?
well, I'd rewatch all of them. Had the it was kind of what do I want to say? Like I couldn't really distinguish where the new parts were because it's been so long since I've seen the movies previously. So it was like, yeah, there were some pretty gory parts in Battle of the Five Armies that it's just like, holy crap, I don't remember that happening. I mean, the extended edition is a rated R. I don't think when it was in the theaters it was R.
No, I don't think so.
It might have been like PG-13, but oh, there's like so many decapitations you can't even count, man.
Heads are rolling left and right.
They were. Oh my gosh, there's one part where Legolas is like hanging from this bat, like oversized bat, upside down, and he's got swords in each hand, and he flies over this
Head scissors.
line of orcs, and it's head scissors, and like heads are flying all over. It's like whoa.
Yes, again, Box Office Mojo confirms PG-13. So those
Okay.
were the scenes that they filmed and had to take out.
Yeah. So
And thus Orlando Bloom is done. No, that's a head scissors. Anything but that.
yeah, well, It's kind of like the Brent Spiner effect. It's like you can't keep playing the same guy over and over and not show your age.
Yep.
So, well, what can you do?
A wrinkly android, really?
It's going for realism, you know?
Yeah, they'd have to make a whole backstory. Data wanted to age along with the crew, and then he's just got his young face in a drawer. So when they all pass, he's going to put it back on and start somewhere else.
Well, you know what? If they did continue any type of next generation filming, his program is downloaded into the B4 unit. So B4 might be one that, you know, they programmed age into it, so they could get away with it if they really wanted to.
Just saying. It's a free idea out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're sure they didn't create the whole plot of B4 just with that in mind.
Well, yeah, I mean, that movie is such a, you know, almost a ripoff of Star Trek 2, that it's like, oh, I know where this is going. So you guys didn't get to anything this month, huh? No recent movies?
Yeah, sorry.
I guess
don't
with
think
my
I've seen
6...
Battle of the Five Armies yet.
Holy crap, dude.
I did see Inside Out.
Oh, at least you got that down off your list, right?
Yeah, and then I went to Avengers.
Okay. That was, what, back in May?
Yep.
Man, when I was out there, we should have gone to a movie, I guess.
It's
like you're missing out.
Yeah. And I am going to see Star Wars, because even Julie would get the twitches if she doesn't see it.
All right.
That'll be worth the babysitting fee.
Yes.
All 4 times?
5. I saw Star Wars 5. I was 5 years old. I saw it 5 times.
Excellent.
That's the standard.
Yeah, Travis, you asked me in the last podcast how many times I'd watch the new movie, and since I've got that pass now, that number was blown out of the water.
Call up Guinness. What is the record?
Yeah.
Might go for it.
I'm going to go to the 7, the 9, watch the 2 matinees, too.
Does your restroom have a shower?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm really milking this free refills on drinks thing.
Yeah, that's the next thing. I'm going to have to get one of my refillable popcorn buckets and be able to reuse that, so I've got a supper. Which the kids just came back from a movie and brought back popcorn for me, so if you hear me munching away, that's what it is. I've got movie popcorn.
You have movie popcorn.
Yes, I do.
That's interesting.
Well, over to movies, we'll go over to TV. So, I hope someone's watched some of these shows. Otherwise, it's just going to be me again.
My DVR is 95% full.
Oh my gosh.
So, maybe. Probably not.
A couple of shows we talked about the last time that hadn't premiered yet.
Mm-hmm.
Ash vs. Evil Dead. Oh my gosh, guys. You got to find a way to watch this show. I think you can actually get the first episode for free on Star's website. So you can go and check that out. I wonder if it's going to be edited, though, because there was a little sex scene with Ash. Which I don't know if they would show that or not for free online, but anyways, I've got the full episode. Actually, the first 4 episodes, and yeah, I can say it doesn't go as, you know. Okay, if you've got, you know, strict horror on the left and full out comedy on the right, I think most people agree that Evil Dead 1 is on the left, Evil Dead 2 somewhere in the middle, Evil Dead 3, otherwise known as Army of Darkness. You're getting close to the way on the right there. Yeah, the show, I would say, falls probably closer to Evil Dead 2. There's a few humorous moments here and there, just because Ash is such an idiot. And he gets called out on it quite often, but yeah, I mean, it's hard to be scared of some of this stuff when, I mean, it's, some of the decapitations and stuff, you're just like, oh, it's almost as good as the Fountain of Blood in Army of Darkness. But so, yeah, I would totally recommend seeing that, because they haven't really dropped an episode yet that has been, like, so. They've all been pretty good. So, I don't suppose anyone's seen any episodes of Supergirl?
Well,
I've seen the first two. We have them, but I've only seen the first two.
I have seen them.
Okay, verdict? What do you say?
I enjoy it.
It looks like it's looking to appeal for general audiences.
Yeah.
A little bit linear on the here's what happens, but Martin, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. I gotta say for myself, if I was gonna, this really kind of pisses me off though. I mean, you've got a DC show on at 7:00 on Monday, 8:00 for you guys, isn't it?
Yes.
Or is it still 7? Okay, 8:00. However, yeah, that's Gotham, and now you're showing one at the same time, and it's Supergirl. It's like, DC should have a say or something. It's like you're having your superheroes compete for a time slot in prime time.
Like the dark side and the light side. I will say, Julie hates it a lot because no, we're recording both, and we can only record 2 at a time. So go read a book. She will not watch Gotham. It's too dark for her, and she knows I love it. So then, no, you don't get anything.
Yeah, Gotham is an improvement this year from last year. I like what they've done. Kind of when that one monk, the older monk guy, I can't think of his name, but when he was first talking and you couldn't see his face, like in the preview from the previous week, I'm like, holy crap! It sounds just like Liam Neeson. Like, are they bringing in Ra's al Ghul? But no, it was not him. But so I was a little disappointed there, but I'm like, still, they've got a decent story.
I think Star Trek Enterprise went the other way. The first 2 episodes were interesting as they dropped little hints of how stuff happened. But then, every major technology in the Federation actually happened on this ship. Really, it got a little bit like much. I think, and I was really, every prequel suffers from that, right? Trying to insert themselves into the timeline and answer every question. Don't leave any mysteries. So I think they've done a pretty good job balancing that. And I also think it's good that this is Bruce. I'm almost dreading that, by season 4 is when Bruce, drops off the face of the planet to go train and he comes back older. And, they fast forward 10 years or something. But at this point, Bruce is just a little kid going along, and it really is the Jim Gordon show. And I think that's a good way to force the writers to keep a distance from a main Batman timeline.
Right.
But I have no idea how Jim Gordon names his daughter Barbara. That is sick and twisted. I'm just like, holy cow. Really?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm thinking it's got to be named after the Barbara that's there already. She's got to end up dying at some point.
She has a little fling in college, but she's nice. So Joker, the proto Joker, is going to kill her or something. No, she's a twisted biatch. So I don't. Why would he ever bring her back up?
Yeah.
And Batman of all places, except maybe Doctor Who, you can accept alternate timelines, right? I mean, there are whole Batman series on alternate timelines for him. So a lot of people seem also to get really uptight about keeping facts. I'm like, no, kick back. Just call it Gotham by Gaslight and kick back. You're done.
Well, as long as Batgirl is not Alfred's niece. That still bugs me. Actually, getting back over to Supergirl, the last 2 episodes...
No, I'm watching Batman. You said you only watch one at a time. I'm not watching.
The last 2 episodes of Supergirl were actually shown in reverse order, if you look at that, because the last episode had an instance of someone is bombing different parts of, what do they call it, National City?
Yep.
And, because of the terrorist attack in Paris, France, they decided maybe we shouldn't show this one right away, so they showed a different one first, and then they showed it.
So they aren't trying to kill it like Firefly.
God. Yeah, Firefly. Poor Firefly.
Poor Firefly.
Well, we did get good news last weekend in The Walking Dead. For those of you who were too worried about him, Glenn is alive.
Oh my.
Yes,
Don't
as
care.
people suspected. Oh, what?
Haven't watched an episode of Walking Dead. Not one.
Ah, jeez. You got to get on that, Matt.
Hey, I just checked, and Netflix is The Flash, so I can get caught up on Flash. So
Ah, jeez.
these newfangled things, I don't, okay, what level are you in Fallout 4, Todd? 0.
PC games? What?
PC games, excuse me, it's Xbox and PlayStation 2.
What are those?
There we go.
I mean, I'm sitting here with my Atari and my my Nintendo Wii, and that's about it.
You're waiting for the next Zelda. Come on. I get my play. So we've just alienated every possible sponsor for the podcast. So this is going to continue to be a lovingly rendered amateur effort.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're that far behind on Flash, we can't talk about who Zoom is.
No.
Or speculate on who he is.
Go ahead. I won't even know. That's the thing. I don't even know. I know a lot about the Flash. I don't know anything about the Flash TV show. So, I know a little bit. You can't help but know a little bit, but it won't bug me.
Well, I won't give too much away, but eventually they come to discover that there is a multi-universe out there. So you've got your Earth 1, Earth 2, and such.
Mm-hmm.
And people that are over in, I think they're calling it, are they calling Earth 2 or Earth 1?
They're calling it Earth 2.
Okay.
Don't they play Injustice? There's all sorts of different Flashes in there.
Yeah, well, one other Flash shows up. You get some of the Justice Society members, at least one there. But Zoom comes from Earth 2, and they're trying to figure out who he is, and there's been speculation. But
who could it be?
But the voice of Zoom should be recognizable. Tony Todd, who also played in Deep Space Nine as Worf's brother. What else has he done? He was on Candyman, which I've never seen, by the way. That was like a long time ago. But his voice is so distinct. He was in, was it 1 or 2 of the Transformers movies as well? As one of the voice of one of the Transformers, who knows? But I don't know. We'll see who he is maybe at the end of the season if he gets unmasked.
And the voice of Darkseid for Lego DC Superheroes Justice League Attack of the Legion of Doom.
Oh, there you go.
According to IMDb.
Yeah.
Actually, Darkseid for a couple of them.
Yeah.
In the TV series Film Pigs.
Film Pigs.
As himself.
Interesting. I've never heard of that.
And he played Detective Holmes in the fine 2013 Not Me. the most weak-willed protagonist ever to be in a thriller.
All right.
Oh, Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Oh, there you go.
He likes Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I don't know what your problem is. Oh, and Chuck. Holy cow. Several Chucks. CIA Director Graham. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 episodes of Chuck.
Huh.
Final Destination 5. I never made it to Final Destination 5. I think we stopped at 3.
So that was your Final Destination?
Yeah, it was. I liked it, but I didn't need to see more. Oh, there you go. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
There you go.
He was fallen. That's what it says, Fallen voice. I didn't know that was a guy. I know Revenge of the Fallen, but it's like The Fallen, not Fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fallen, yeah. Details.
Yeah, well, you've kind of broke into my other stuff on gaming news because I was going to get kind of like a review of what you thought of the game, but...
Which game?
Battlefront. So
far, so good. I don't know. I just cracked it open just now. I killed 3 battle droids.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah. Even though there's 5 snow speeders going over me. Hey, guys, just target one, okay? 5 apparently defenseless snow speeders. I have to trudge up there with my little gun.
But that's what you do.
I guess.
Yeah, well, just to be kind of, an antagonist, I'm thinking the next sci-fi party I have, the official one that's yearly, I'm going back to Star Wars Battlefront, the original. So there.
Does anybody still have that?
The original, not 2, or both?
No, just the original. Battlefront 2 didn't have. It was nice, but I liked the maps on the first one better. So, and I'm not sure if there's open servers out there yet for that. I'm guessing they're all closed down, and you can't, have a server yourself. So, there's ways around that. At least locally, I know that you can have a LAN party and still do it.
Okay.
If you wanted people outside of that, I know we used to do it with a program called Hamachi, and you could join someone's local network that way. I just tried using Hamachi. 2 different versions of it, and both of them gave me error messages. They wouldn't run anymore. And I know it's a company that's out there that had that program. Yeah, they want you to actually purchase, game time and such. And it's like, okay, forget that one. So I'll be looking for something different if we want outside people to join in on that. But that'll be sometime in, I'm guessing, March, April, somewhere in there, whenever Sean's spring break is. So, yeah, we'll figure that out.
Because you need another accomplice.
Yeah. Although we also had StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void come out. I haven't picked this one up. I know Sean has already because we asked about it when he came home for this weekend and found out he already had it. So it's like, oh, scratch that one off the Christmas list. Thanks a lot. You're buying stuff you shouldn't be at this point. He's like, yeah, right. But I mean, as far as the other 2, I think I have both the other 2, and I'm still going through the campaign on the first one yet. I just haven't gotten around to playing it.
I did buy the main game, but I didn't bought any expansions.
Yeah, I think I do have the first expansion, so the main one, the second one. But yeah, I just haven't gotten around to playing it as much because there's been too much TV shows on that I need to see. So what do I do next? Well, a couple of days ago, I go over to GOG.com and find out that they've got Star Trek 25th Anniversary and Judgment Rights games for only like under $4 a piece. I'm like, oh, I gotta get these.
That is a neat site.
Yeah. If you want old games, that's the place to go to. If they have them.
I did just get off of Steam. Has a pretty good. Well, it won't help after this, but a Black Friday sale or Black Friday weekend. So I got the Witcher series, which is a lot of real serious gamer friends I have really like that. And then CD Projekt Red is also supposed to be working on a cyberpunk game, and they're supposed to do mature goods. And mature doesn't just mean body parts, but complex themes and not directly good and bad or easily done. So that would be really good for cyberpunk. So I got to see how hard I want to root for that.
Yeah, I did get some games from Steam. Well, it was a little while back now, but ended up getting the X-Wing series from them. So, yeah, I'm like, did I used to have like a keyboard layout so I could figure out where all these controls were again? And I ended up finding one online. I just haven't. I need to attach it to cardboard and cut out the spaces for the keys so I can lay it on top. Right now, it's sitting like above my keyboard, but it's like I don't remember how to fly this thing.
So you're like the Ewok on the speeder bike.
Or Doctor Who after regeneration. How do I fly this thing? But yeah, it's like after a while I kind of got the hang of it and did a couple of missions, and I haven't gotten back to it because just so much has been going on. But yeah, that's something to look forward to. I'm not sure if they've got their stuff on sale for that, and because they have it both at Steam and GOG. Or do you just say GOG?
I don't know. It seems, isn't it Big G, little O, Big G too?
I can't remember at this point.
I don't know. I don't know how formal they are, but I do like the no rights management software policy.
Yeah. Yep.
I worry about that. You have to trust Steam a lot it's like they're like Amazon of games. I don't know if I trust them that much.
It's just small g, small o, small g. So, I suppose you could say GOG. But, yeah, you get... isn't it, with them, it's like DRM free, but with Steam you have that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go with maybe.
You need the client. So, what that means practically is GOG will give you the game files and you're done. And if you go away and never deal with them again, they don't care, or they say they don't care.
They'll care later.
As they come knocking on your door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Well, okay, going over from gaming. There was something really special. Getting back to a previous topic, they came out, when was that, Wednesday? Wednesday. For those of you who are into comics, the only comic that mattered on that day.
Star Wars?
Dark Knight 3. So I ended up picking that up, and it's what is it? It's going to be like multiple comics to make a whole series there. But yeah, the first one I'm just going to say was a little surprising at the end, but I'll just kind of leave that alone right now since I'm sure you guys haven't.
We're going to go with we are unable to participate in this part of the discussion.
Come on. I mean, Matt, you were into comics.
Yeah, I am, but I'll say I haven't bought a lot of recent stuff. I don't know if I've hardly bought any recent stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of with the
graphic novel. I've been digging back into Batman for some graphic novels, but I still have a sizable collection, but that's almost all bought in college. So I'm a fan, but I'm not informed.
Okay.
They're paper. Actually, no, I do have some graphic novels now on my Kindle.
Okay. Yeah, but you can't sell
really
those for money.
Full-page spread.
Yeah, what kind of got me back into them was I'd seen that Titan Comics were making Doctor Who comics again. And, yeah, they just started a new series with the 8th Doctor. And they're finishing up a series with the 9th Doctor. And then 10th, 11th, and 12th each have monthly comics going out for them. So it's like, please, no more doctors. I'm spending way too much money. Because it's like, I want to say, well, 9th has been kind of sporadic, and 8th just started, but 10th, 11th, and 12th have been continuously, one comic a month. So I think they're $4 a piece.
Yeah, a little spendy.
Yeah, it can be that way. I'm like, all the money that I'm kind of saving aside for myself from my paycheck is all going to comics. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. But yeah, Dark Knight 3 would be something to check out if you haven't already. Go for the series. So I guess that'll be like the last time we talk about comics.
Well, we could have missions or something. We could talk about specific ones.
Yeah.
We can talk about comic book movies.
Well, yeah, that falls into movie news, though. So.
It also falls into comic books, I think.
Well, I suppose I could move topics around, yeah. Well, one thing we can't move around would be the fan film of the month.
Ooh!
I haven't seen a new fan film in a while either. Does this have to be a new?
Not necessarily. Every once in a while I'll try to keep it new, and then I'll go retro, then I'll go new again. But this one's a new one. I just saw this one recently, but it's not the full film out yet. Again, we have a trailer for I think the full film is going to be something like 30 minutes, but it looks like another comedy. And the graphics are fairly well done on this. It's called Star Wars Bad Pilots.
Bad Pilots.
Yeah. And I'm not sure exactly...
So it's all about TIE fighters, then?
Yeah, well... The first one is called... It's got a separate title after the thing. As it's blaring in my headset. Okay, episode 1, Holy Guacamole.
Nice.
Yeah, I can throw this in.
I'm going for some KFC. Some Kashyyyk free cookies.
There we go. I don't know if you got the link to it on TeamSpeak there, but
let me see.
Maybe.
I see a link, but I'm enjoying this Bad Pilots teaser trailer.
Well, there you go.
McVaders, I like this. Let's go there.
I know. I saw that and had to laugh out loud at that. So.
I had your burrito for lunch.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that'll be one I'll definitely have to check out when the full version comes out.
The unhappy Death Star.
Yes, I love that unhappy Death Star.
Like the unhappy pilot.
So, let's see. When does he say the? It just says coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not really sure when it's going to come out, but
Yeah, because he literally just published it. What, the 17th there?
yes,
Yeah.
November
Well,
17th.
that's when it got to YouTube. Did it go? Was it somewhere else before?
Oh, look.
I don't think so.
There's even a comment by a man named Todd Pletz.
Yes, there is.
And
So
a nice
he's
plug for
going-
listeners for his fan film of the month.
Sean 4891. That would not be your Sean.
373 views, 13 thumbs up, no thumbs down. So far the response
you
is
can have
good
13.
for it.
Oh, but I don't want to sign in though.
Don't sign in.
Oh,
Don't do it.
You know
No,
what?
no.
I mean, there now it's
Matt.
14.
Matt, they're going to know where you're at.
I do have a Google ID. I have Android devices, so it's not that bad. But oh my gosh! And then it auto plays me to episode 3.
Nice.
Yeah. Isn't there a way to turn that off where it auto plays to the next thing?
Probably is, but you'd have
Well, it
to pay
depends
money
on the
for
link
it.
you go to. If you link to the list, then it's going to do that to you. If you link just to the one video, it shouldn't.
Ah. Yeah, you would think. Well, anyway, so yes, the fan film of the month. There you go. Star
Very
Wars
enjoyable.
Bad Pilots, Episode 1, Holy Guacamole. Meaning, perhaps there'll be subsequent movies to follow up on this. So. Or maybe it could just mean Episode 1, that's all you get.
It's like Hardware Wars. It'll never will be the full thing.
Yeah.
And thank God for that.
Oh, Hardware Wars is awesome. So bad, it's good.
There you go. All right. And I think
What
now
is
we'll
he saying?
do a commercial.
I don't remember that.
It's Star Wars radio-controlled R2-D2. 2 9-volt and 2C alkaline batteries not included. You can make R2-D2 move, beep, and flash his light by wireless radio control.
Hey, let me try it.
You can make R2 move forward,
Look out, Dad!
backward, turn, and beep.
Hurry, turn, Dad!
Radio-controlled R2-D2 from the Star Wars collection by Kenner.
And we're back.
Yay!
Well, okay, like I was saying before, prior to doing my Hobbit trilogy marathon, I ended up going out shopping.
No way.
Yeah. I, kind of weird, but one of the main things I went out for was light bulbs.
There's an awesome deal on light bulbs.
There was, you know, your LED light bulbs,
Mm-hmm.
they can get so spendy, and
Yep.
Lowe's hardware had 99-cent light bulbs, LEDs. So I'm like,
Wow.
I gotta get me some of these.
So you bought like $100 worth of light bulbs?
Well, I bought 10% of that. I did. Got myself 10 light bulbs, and then I go and throw them in. Cause my thought was, okay, where do we turn on lights the most?
In your house?
Yeah. Yeah, well, specifically in the bathrooms, and you've got multiple lights, you know, in there. Yeah, each of the bathrooms has at least 3 of them in. And so I go and throw them in the first bathroom, and I tried the dimmer switch, and the dimmer switch won't work. And I look at the package, and it's like non-dimmable. I'm like, God damn it! No wonder they're 99 cents.
Yep.
Yep.
It's tricky. Is it a light bulb's not a light bulb's not a light bulb?
So
Yeah.
you have a dimmer switch in your bathroom?
Yes, because when I wake up in the morning
He doesn't
and turn
wanna
on
see
the
what's
lights,
going
I
on in
do not
there.
want to be blinded. So it's like lowest setting when I wake up, and then as I kind of wake up, it's like turn it a little higher, a little higher. Sean's a little. He needs to come up with a way to do this, but I'm sure there is. But he's like, I should go into the bathroom and have it be at its lowest level, and then over the course of 5 minutes, have it adjust its brightness to full, all by itself.
Like those alarm clocks that slowly wake you up.
Yeah, something like that.
Beep beep.
I'm like, yeah,
beep,
you go and stick that out on the market and see how it does it. But yeah, other than that, I ended up picking up Inside Out. Actually, I got that on Blu-ray, which is like one of the Christmas presents I picked up. So, but the kids aren't here to hear it right now, anyways.
Do the kids listen to your podcast?
No, Sean does, but it's not for him. So I still haven't actually seen the movie. So I'm sure once Christmas comes, I'll be able to see it.
That was a very good movie. Like so many Pixar things. There's plenty. I mean, it's Lewis Black's in there. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
He doesn't actually swear, but he does talk about swearing. So.
Awesome. Yeah. Other than that, well, I made a trip up to Micro Center today and picked up some hard drives for $40 a piece, 1 terabyte drives. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm happy with that purchase.
Are you making a data center or something? Your own cloud storage?
No, both of the girls need improved hard drives, so those will go to them for Christmas. Yeah, I'm picking them up, and I'm about to pay for them at the store. And Corey's like, "Oh, yeah, so you'll have to go home and put those in then." And I'm like, "No, these are Christmas presents." He's like, "Really? You're gonna make them wait?" I'm like, they've gotten along so far without these. They can wait another month. So, anyways, that was the limit of my shopping experience for the past couple of days. So, I don't suppose either of you guys bothered to go out.
No, I was going to, but the baby was up at 4, so I was actually going to go to
Well,
Harry
that's the
and
perfect
David's to
time.
get chocolate for 25% off because it's awesome stuff, and then see what else was up. Go people watching.
I'm thinking if you'd have taken the baby, that people would let you have things that you wanted.
Not in the condition he was in.
I was going to say, Alex is your alarm clock. You were meant to wake up at that time and go out and shop.
Yeah, maybe. No, when he's got the flirty eyelashes turned on, yeah, he can melt everyone's heart. But when he's screaming, you just want to get away from him.
You know, that can work to your advantage too. If you're in a shopping line, they'll be like, "You can go ahead."
All I know is that the shopping mall by my office, which is one of them that I usually go to when I need to go get stuff, made a couple national news channels for a fight during Black Friday.
Way to go!
Yeah, check out the Mall St. Matthews in Louisville. Yeah, very proud of those people.
Way to represent.
Yep.
Well, of course, and I did mention this to someone over Thanksgiving. You can always buy your Christmas presents for people over at Flaming Death Stockroom.
Yay!
Don't forget that.
I mean, there's, you can buy T-shirts for people there. You can buy movies and such. So just head over flamingdeath.net and go to the stockroom. You can buy everything online. We'll get it shipped out to you right away, and there you go.
I was going to say, what Cyber Monday specials are on?
Oh, yes, Todd. What Cyber Monday specials do you have?
I thought about that, and I haven't done anything about it yet. But I was considering having a deal Cyber Monday, but we'll see. We'll see if I get to it. I've got to edit a podcast, and post it and such. So.
If you added a nice polo shirt, I might consider picking one of those up for the office. I'm just saying.
That would be an idea. I'll keep that in mind. I'm going to write that down.
we do want to remind people, though, that if you do get a Flaming Death product, that we do not recommend you wearing that if you're traveling on an airplane. Thank you.
Yeah. That might be a little iffy.
A
heck,
lot iffy.
the last time I sent something from Flaming Death stockroom, yeah, the person at the post office was a little hesitant. She's like, "Do you have anything flammable or such in here?" It's like, no. That's just the name of the place. No flammable stuff here. Nothing to see. Move along.
I bet you we're on a list somewhere.
Yeah, maybe. Well, being it's like Thanksgiving weekend and such, I decided go ahead and pick out one thing that you're thankful for this podcast and share it with the rest of us.
One thing
Anyone?
about the podcast we're thankful for?
No,
just because it's
just
part of the
any
context?
anything in general that you're thankful for. Like you could say, I'm thankful for Todd for making this podcast and editing
All the
it.
hard work he puts
I'm
in. He
thankful.
does.
I'm thankful that Matt showed up so I didn't have to do it alone.
You wouldn't be alone. I would be here.
Thanks, Matt.
So, Matt, you got something you can add?
Well, does it have to be topical?
No, it doesn't.
No.
No, my number one thankful thing, obviously, is my little guy. I have someone that I can share and see Star Wars for the first time with again.
Yeah, awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah, happy, but it's hard to beat that.
I do have to say, I have been getting pictures from either you or Julie every so often on my phone. Which my phone is really crappy, so when you guys send me pictures, they're not too visible.
I gotta believe that you're due for an upgrade on that phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
think you could
in the
probably
meantime,
get that for free.
I would suggest going to email address and punch that in. Then I can go full screen. Yeah. Well, I can follow along those lines too, and thankful for family and health. I'm not going to go into too many details here, but we did have a recent concern health-wise, but yeah, Rachel was actually in for surgery on Wednesday, but
Yikes.
everything's fine and moving on from there. But yeah, a little scared, but everyone's good, so
That's good. It's good to hear.
thankful for that. Yeah.
Now, while she's in for surgery, are you going to be there and support her and be around when needles and other such things are used?
Actually, it was outpatient surgery,
Oh,
so it was one day, and it was Wednesday, like 2-3 days ago.
oh, okay.
But yes, I was there. And in the meantime, while I was in the waiting room, I read, what was the book? The book about preparing for a zombie apocalypse and what you need to know about zombies.
Oh boy.
Written by the same guy that wrote World War Z.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't think of his name right offhand either, but yeah, it's. I swear it's. If they were real, this would be like the book you have to have because it's so thorough. I mean, like.
How do you know they're not real?
Yeah, well, according to them, there are no running zombies, so there. But yeah, I went through that book, and I also watched the latest episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead, and watched an episode and a half of Star Trek Voyager, and then she was out of surgery. So.
And you said, can't you just hang on for a little bit longer? Don't you have to recover?
Yeah, they went straight from operating room area to back into her room. They didn't do a recovery room because I guess things were going so well. Just boom.
That's good.
You don't have to go there. So anyways, yeah, things are okay.
We're glad to hear that.
All right. I have no idea when we started. It had to have been about an hour ago.
Roughly.
It sure seems at least that long.
It'd be nice if TeamSpeak had a
I'm sure
like a
anyone who's
timer
listening
on
is
it.
even longer.
Well, when I record like in person, oh, popcorn seed.
All right, Todd's gonna die and turn
Yeah.
into a zombie.
Yeah. When I record in person, I usually use Audacity, and of course that's got a timer on it, so you can tell. But we've got to be around an hour here. All right, I think that'll do it for this month.
All right.
Woohoo!
So, I guess for Flamecast, I am Todd Pletz.
And this is
I'm
Travis
Spielman.
Buckmeyer.
We always get that wrong. We need an order. We
Yeah,
just
we
go
should-
in alphabetical order, but then Todd can't go first. Either way.
No, I should always be first, but then from there, okay, should we go alphabetical, like first name or last name?
Oh my
'Cause-
goodness.
Or we could just do it like we did the first time, which is nobody responded.
I'll back
Yeah.
clean up.
Wasn't the first time like nobody responded, and
Exactly.
then you both responded at the same time when no
I
one...
think that's the best way to do it.
There you go. Why don't we just have a tie? We should all win a trophy.
There we go.
Oh,
It's a
boy.
participation award.
Okay, yeah, first one to spit it out, they get the trophy. Although I would always win. Anyways. So that's a wrap.
Thanks, Todd.
Yeah.